Hi, this video is called The Dimensions of His Face. I was taken into a vision the other day in which I saw the Lord hand me a tape measure. And then He closed His eyes and He pushed His face forward. In that moment, I knew that He wanted me to measure His face. I knew that the tape measure was a gift to help me find the dimensions of His face. I believe that He is calling us to find the dimensions of His face. And it's a play upon words, dimensions of measurement, dimensions or realms. He is calling us into the finding of these dimensions of His face. The Hebrew word for face is actually both presence and person. His presence has dimensions in it. His voice has dimensions in it. He has given to us the tool to find these dimensions. All we have to do is apply it. Let me encourage you to apply the gift of God, which is the ability to spend time with Him, that you might find and experience the dimensions of His presence and His person. Spending time in His presence and hearing His voice is the only place to find these endless dimensions of His presence and voice. The real experience of His presence and the hearing of His voice will delve us deeper and deeper into the glorious, never-ending abyss of the riches of Jesus Christ. The lower we go into Him, the more we see. And the more that we see of Him, the more we will become like Him. The finding of the dimensions of His face will cause us to bear His image more fully. See, we can only reflect the measure of light that we ourselves have seen. You cannot reflect what you haven't seen yourself. That is why parroting revelation is always a limp. It's dead. It is actually speaking of a vision of Christ that is beyond what you yourself have seen. That's what parroting truth is. That's what an echo is. But God has called us to be a voice. We cannot speak of a vision of Jesus Christ beyond what we ourselves have seen. We must see Him and speak from that place. Otherwise, it's powerless. So let us take this invitation and find the dimensions of His face, that we might reflect Him to the world. I pray in Jesus' name that His face, His presence and His person, and all of those beautiful manifoldness, that realms and dimensions of His presence and His voice will be unlocked in your life as you plunge yourself into Him by spending large quantities of time waiting in the sweetness of His presence. God bless you.